everyone, it is Dani and welcome to this updated video. I hope you're doing amazing. I really hope that you had an amazing Christmas yesterday, and we're gonna get straight into what is going on in terms of the weather activity across the Caribbean. So here we're looking at the infrared satellite imagery as we can see all of these colors indicating all that convective activity. So especially in the Western Caribbean, there is a lot of moisture right now, and a trough is in the area, which is helping out to influence this activity. So some areas have been experiencing a lot of heavy rain, even continuous overcast skies, intermittent showers. So that's been the general story across parts of the West Caribbean and even going to sections of Central America as well. As for the eastern islands, mostly some passing clouds coming in from the east, which may help to bring a stray shower or two. Nothing too crazy though. But looking at the rainfall forecast for today, let's go on to that. Here we can see what is anticipated, and the more color we see indicates more rainfall activity. So we can see that it gets pretty colorful in the West Caribbean. So for areas such as the Cayman Islands, even for sections of Cuba, and a couple spots in Central America may experience some heavy rainfall, especially as we head towards southeast Nicaragua, going to Costa Rica, Panama, even eastern Honduras and parts of the Bay Islands as well. Elsewhere across parts of Nicaragua, Honduras, Guatemala, Belize, the Keys, and even Mexico may experience some passing showers, but it may not be as much rainfall across a widespread area. As for Jamaica, there could definitely be some downpours as we head throughout today with all that moisture within the area. May not be for everywhere though, but it will likely be overcast for much of the island throughout today. Looking to other places, going up to the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, moisture may be in the area to influence a couple showers, nothing crazy. Similar thing for parts of Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and through much of the Lesser Antilles. As I said, we've got those clouds coming in from the east, which may help out to influence the rain. And as for the ABC Islands, much not expected today at all. Going down to northern South America, very colorful for Colombia, especially towards the Pacific coast. So there could be quite a bit of rainfall, and with all that heavy rain, there could even be flooding induced. Going to Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana, there may not be a whole lot of rainfall activity today. However, there could definitely be some downpours in a couple of spots. And looking at the surface chart of the region, let's zoom into the Caribbean. Here we can see that broken orange line. Now that is representing where that trough is located. So trough is an area of low pressure, and all that rising air motion and instability is helping to result in that moisture that we see right now across the West Caribbean, all that shower and thunderstorm activity. And also in parts of the Eastern Caribbean, there has been some dry air index that's been moving into the area. So even looking at this dry air map here, we can see a lot of dry air out there. So for parts of the Eastern Caribbean islands and even across the North Atlantic on a whole. But then as we head more towards the Western Caribbean, again, we've got that trough, so we've got an increase in moisture. So there's not a whole lot of drier conditions within that area. But eventually, as we're going to be heading into next year, December through April, thereabout, is the typical dry season of the Caribbean when the least amount of rainfall is experienced across the region on a whole. But it doesn't mean that there will be no rain for some areas. Maybe it will, especially areas such as the ABC Islands, but surely there may be some downpours from time to time. But I'll be keeping you guys posted as necessary. And again, still watching for those frontal systems, which are going to be making their way down from the U.S. and bringing their impacts to the Caribbean, the cooler air, the increased rain, the change in the winds. So I'll be keeping you guys posted as necessary. And that is it for this update video. So I really do hope you found it to be informative. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to you when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weather-wise.